Hmm. 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 Hello, good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Yes, okay. Okay, so let's start today's session. I have allowed you to unmute yourself. If anyone has any questions and wants to ask, can please unmute and ask the question. Or you can also type in the chat box. If anyone has any questions, are you able to unmute? Allow participants to unmute themselves. Okay, are you able to unmute now? Is possible. So, does anyone have any questions? शुरू हो गई क्लास, जाओ आप। Yes, so does anyone have any questions? I think Divesh sir, you had asked me about this. I will share the chart first.
Live
Is
session.
this chart visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So in this chart, there was a question by Divesh sir. I have added two indicators here, PFI plus DDT smart bands. So when I had done this at that time, the this band and original indicators band, they I had checked for few charts, they were same. Like in this case, they are exactly same. But what's happening in some charts is that the charts having, they are showing different bands. So I think there is some issue from TradingView side, because the code is exactly same, but the printing is different on two different charts. Here both the bands are exactly same, and in some charts like here it's different. You can notice two different thick red lines, green lines are also different. So therefore, I would advise everyone to avoid using this combo indicator. Just use it to identify this 2 times high PFI, 5 times high PFI. That is one thing which can be checked, and other things like PFI and all those things will be fine. But avoid using bands of this combo indicator, because it has some errors. So because of this, what I have done is now I have you made one more indicator, because some people can use only two indicators at a time. So DDT smart band will be separate indicator, and sorry, PFI will be separate indicator, and
तो तुमने ये
TRT plus
चलो
smart bands that can be combined like here.
उड़ के चलो चलो
Those who are not in the meeting or those who are not speaking in the meeting, please keep yourself muted. Okay. So Divesh sir, this will be better if you use individual indicators. That will be fine. I mostly use individual indicators. You can see this is having same bands. They are overlapping nicely. So this should not have any problems.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that was one question which was asked. I have developed this indicator. I will give access to the new one also. It is called TRT plus bands, because I have added TRT indicator and bands in this. So interpretation table is also visible. And in this, there is one more advantage. What I have done is, if we check uh, TRT separately and band separately, so the bands will have multiple signals. Like here we have multiple signals, and here also we have multiple signals. So when we combine TRT plus bands, some of these signals will disappear, especially when the signals are not in sync with the TRT. Okay, I will show it. You can notice these are signals based on combination of TRT and DDT smart bands. So you can notice there are lot of uh, signals have reduced. You can see there is no bi-signal in this area. But with original indicator, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 bi-signals in same area. So these signals are getting removed because we have combined TRT logic and bands. So indicator showing these signals, you can see this is the original band. So this is showing multiple signals. When I hide it, it shows less signals. So when I bring it on, there are multiple signals. Whereas if I hide this, all the signals are visible. If I hide this, these signals will disappear with this combination only. When there is green color, at that time we'll get buy signals. When there is red color, we'll get sell signal. So number of trades will reduce and success rate will increase, because the failure trades, you can notice all these trades, they were failed trades. So the number of signals will reduce, but it will also reduce failure rate. There will be some signals which will have very good risk reward, but if we don't use combination, like here, somewhere here, yes, this one, we have one buy signal here, but later on next buy signals appeared here, so we will miss this move, but that is fine. On some occasions we may miss some trades, but we'll get confirmed signals. Okay.
Sir, this Y written with the arrow
Yes.
is the signal for buy. Eh? Is that what?
Yes,
What
so all the green signals which appear below the candle, they are buy signals. All the red signals appearing at top of candle, they are sell signals.
Okay, that means when I zoom it, it shows me like Y. So and U.
Yes, it is
Uh,
upward arrow Y.
oh, okay. So whenever there is a Y, we have to buy, and whenever there is a, but in live market, will this appear like this one, or it will appear after some period of time?
So this will appear exactly on this candle. It will start appearing when the candle is forming, but we have to wait for candle to close. Once the
Okay.
candle closes and the signal is still present, when next candle opens, at that time this will be confirmed that
That
this
that
signal is present.
Okay, that means we have to fix the duration like 30 minutes, 1 hour, or 2 hours. Based on that, that candle will indicate. You need to say that. Like, suppose if this chart is at 15 minutes or 30 minutes, so that candle will be completed in 15 minutes, and after that, that signal will appear.
Yes, so I will show it here. Okay, BTC USD chart. It is live now. I will make it 15-minute chart. Okay, and we will use this indicator. Now, if there is some signal, then it will appear. It will take some time, but I will tell you what happens. It's not showing any signals. Maybe on, yeah, because we are on 15 second, it will not show any signal. So I will tell you exactly what happens. Now we can see this signal. I'll show it with bar replay. Okay, this is how exactly it will look like also in live market as well. There is no signal in this candle, and this candle has a signal. Now
Okay.
this signal, it will appear immediately on this candle after specific time, and it may disappear also if the condition is not fulfilled on closing basis.
Okay.
That's why we have to wait for candle to close. And once that candle closes and the signal is persistent, then we will take it as a clear signal. Sometimes I have taken trades before close of candle. So some of them were successful and some of them were unsuccessful and signal disappeared. Okay. So that also can happen. Therefore, once the candle closes, after that, this signal will not disappear. Then
Okay.
in next candle, we have next signal. There is a triangle. Again, we have one more signal. So this way, the signal will start appearing during the candle, but it will be confirmed only on close of the candle.
Okay, sir. And sir, when will be the actual classes are going to start? Uh,
From next Sunday, 9th of November.
okay, and you are going to share the registration link and all those things, or
Yes, 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 I will share.
anybody can join that one who is there in the group.
So
If
live
that.
sessions are free,
Mhm.
and those who are in the group, they all can join. There is a limit of 300 people. That's why I'm not adding more people into the group now. But I think there are around 270 people already in the group.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what is the meaning of these letters? Why you written on these red and green signals?
So I'm going to explain these signals during the course, but these are when they are below the candle, they are buy signals. When they are above the candle, they are sell signals. Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
please tell me something about this PFI. How to use PFI?
Yes. So I'll go to a chart example, coaching ship, and I'll check PFI. Okay. So this indicator will show multiple things. Okay. So this is a PFI indicator we have added to the chart. We'll add TRT along with this. So here the idea is of having three indicators. First, I will tell you why three indicators are being used. Because the markets are ever dynamic, they are not in constant mode. Means if the breakouts are working, they will not remain always in a breakout mode. If the retracements or buy on dip is working, it will work only one or two times, it will not be forever. Hence if it works here, it does not mean that it will work here as well, and it will keep working after this also. So there is a specific time where buy on dip works, there is a specific time when breakout works, and there is a specific time when the trend fails to continue. So here there are downward PFI numbers, trend is down, but ultimately it reversed, right? So there will be specific time for everything. So if we use only one thing, like we are using prices are about 20 moving average, we'll just keep buying. If it touches 20 moving average and starts going higher, we'll buy. That strategy is not going to work in all market conditions. Therefore, also when the color changes to green, it is not likely to have a successful outcome every time. And sometimes it goes up like this, sometimes it goes up and fails. So first indicator developed was TRT. I used to check this indicator. The success rate with a strategy when we buy on first green color and exit on first red color, success rate was 40% or higher for that, and risk reward was more than two times. So even with that, it was a good strategy to make profit. 40% times we are successful, and risk reward is two times. So if we risk 1%, we are likely to make 2% profit, and we can take multiple positions. So this way, at end of 100 trades, there are good chances that 80% will be profit, 40% will be loss. There will be some brokerage that will be if we subtract that, it will be around 40% profit in whatever duration it is. So this way it was a profitable scenario. If we take away brokerage of 10%, even after that 30% will be profit. But what happens in that is, just because of just 40% success rate, some people feel that it's not a good strategy because I'm hitting stop losses out of 10 trades. There are 5, 6, 7 trades which are going into losses. Sometimes 3, 4 trades can go back to back in losses, and they lose the confidence. So what I did was and sometimes it went up to first target and then failed. It did not go to two times, three times. So what I did, I studied the charts and I tried to understand what is happening, why these trades are failing when TRT is green. So I noticed a few things, and based on them, I developed more indicators. One is force. So when the force is in our favor, then we have a chance that the trade can continue. It may go into multifold gain. So if we are risking 10 points, it's possible that if the forces are in our favor, we may have 20-point gain, 30-point gain, 100-point gain also. So as compared to risk taken, we may get 5 times, 10 times reward. The force should be favorable. PFI was developed for this reason. So if you notice, this is a PFI indicator. The green arrow at bottom, this shows a candle which has a PFI number. This PFI number will be confirmed only after close of next candle. And we don't have to worry because we are not going to take action immediately on this candle or this candle. We have to wait. There will be a good setup available. Okay. So the setup will appear later, like here there was increase in PFI and then later on it gave a retracement. This was a small retracement. Afterwards, it gave a nice deeper retracement. So there are multiple things to be noted in PFI, which I'm going to describe on second or third session. But use of PFI is when there are upward arrows at the bottom of candle and they are higher than previous candle like this. This is at the bottom, next candle is at higher level. That indicates the force is stronger, bullish force is coming and it's coming at higher level. Means bulls are getting stronger. And previous candles, these are previous selling candles, high of those candles is broken. That means bears are getting weaker now. So when we get this kind of scenario that PFI candles are forming at higher levels and high of previous selling candles are getting broken, then it's a good setup that probably prices are likely to go higher. We can notice there is a downward PFI candle, one more downward PFI candle. So there is some selling pressure. But as soon as this candle's high is broken, then nice upward move started. So we can wait for selling pressure to disappear if we want to have a higher confirmation. And the best advantage is in small and mid cap stocks when we get PFIs like this. This is 5 times PFI, 5 times PFI, 5 times PFI. If we use combo, it will show 2 times as well as 5 times. So you can notice there is 5 times, 5 times, 5 times, then 2 times, some more like this. And the stock just kept on moving higher and higher. So the advantage with PFI is when PFI is increasing for bullish side, then we have a conviction that this stock has good strong bullish force and it's likely to keep moving higher and higher. And when downward PFI numbers increase, that is a sign of danger. So here we had one PFI candle, then we had two PFI candles. So this was one sign of danger. But afterwards, what happened? Prices went above this. So this selling pressure could not achieve anything. And if you notice these numbers, I will show the numbers. This is 3.48, this is 2.89, this is 24. As compared to bullish force of 102 or 46 or 92. These numbers 24, 2.89, 3.48, these are negligible numbers. Means we can very well understand that this is a buying force 100, 56 and selling force is 2.89, 3.48, 24.3. Right? So we can easily understand that buying force is more, selling force is less. And all these things are also visible in the box. So I will show these things in the box also. You can notice here bullish, there are three bulls, three bears. And we can notice bull intensity is higher, it is slightly balanced. And this latest one is weak bullish force, but it is stronger than this. Why is it weak? Because this was 56, here it was 102. Therefore, it is showing as weak. Average is 90. But as compared to selling force, buying force has increased. So this way you can identify whether the force is on bull side or it is on bullish side. Or it's you can easily identify based on numbers. Otherwise, you'll have to identify how much buying is happening, how much is the volume, how many people are likely to buy, and all those things. So these numbers make it simpler to identify, understand. Okay. Okay. Somebody had asked the question on PFI. Is your question answered?
Sir, hello. What are these transfer dotted lines?
Transfer dotted lines, these black dotted lines, they are the lines when this candle's low is broken, that dotted line will form.
Okay.
And I have mentioned all these things in the book. about TRT and PFI. All these things are mentioned in the book. You can go through the book. And during the course, I will explain what are these circles, what are these arrows, and what are these white candles, what is yellow candle. Everything will be explained. What is this black line? Okay, so next question. Is there a way to create a screener on PFI on watch list for green stock as per TRT screener? So I am right now working to create one indicator. In just a minute, I will show you. So I was working to create a screener so that it will be easier to get the list. Yeah, here. So I'm trying to get a screener where we can identify fresh up, fresh down, young down, or mature up, mature down. And these 872 stocks, they can be quickly distributed into one watch list. So I'm trying to work this out, but it's not happening because it's slightly heavy code and it's not taking the conditions properly. I have been working on this since 4 or 5 days. We'll see. And PFI screener, that is also work under progress. I have already developed the indicator, but these conditions PFI is more than 2. So this screener is developed. I have not tested it till now. Yeah, so there are 18 symbols now. Let's check if these have rise of 2 times PFI or not. Yes, so we have 2 times PFI here. Arvind also 2 times PFI. Now this is likely to increase. Next time it will be likely to be a 5 times PFI. This was 1500. So average was 0.37 and it is 1.5. If you notice different PFI numbers, don't worry about it because it is just a number which I want to show, which can be compared with past numbers and it can be multiplied or divided. So I'm going to tell the settings, but it can be increased or reduced. So it will become 150 now. Okay, this way it's going to change. So average was 36 and now it's 150 in this candle. That's why we got 2 times PFI. Tomorrow, if there is a good close at higher level, we will get 5 times also in 3M India. So this has come in the list. Arvind has 2 times, Dredgecorp 2 times, HFCL 2 times. So this screener is working. PFI screener, it's working. And it is showing 5 times and 2 times PFI. But this screener will be possible, means it will be possible to run this scan only if you have a paid version of premium. Basic paid will also not show this. And there are these 5 charts where we have more than 5 times rise in PFI. So I will add them to this list. And let's check the bottom charts. See, we have 5 times PFI here. TD Power 5 times PFI. SW Solar 5 times PFI. Shriram Finance 2 times. Shriram Finance. I think the
So
names are
maybe we
not
can have a
matching.
look back period also with this screener so that we can catch a retracement after high PFI numbers.
Yes, yes. Shriram Finance, TD Power, LGB Bros, Mahalife, MedPlus. These have 5 times PFI numbers. And yes, what you said is right. I will try to have that. Means I will have to modify the code. I will check with the feasibility, as this screening will be very useful then. Like we have developed the code for 11 days back testing for back watching for those green color changes. Similarly, PFI increase in last 5-10 days, that will also come as a screener that can help. Okay, so this is about PFI. Any other questions? Making a screener on smart bands is not possible because it is multi-time frame, and because it has multi-time frame functionality, the screening right now which is available is not supporting that kind of indicator. It shows errors. So using smart band for screening is not possible for now. I had tried that. Can we use PFI for intraday or FNO positions? So PFI can be used for intraday or FNO positions, but mainly you have to check with the candles, and PFI numbers will be less useful because there are multiple factors, and I don't use PFI numbers intraday, but the candles definitely help. I use those candles. So if I'm using PFI, I have included all those things in this. The PFI candles are here, and I have added some locations or levels where I expect the prices to reach. So you can notice this is Nifty 1 minute chart, and this oscillates well between these levels. These are smaller ranges, and we have slightly wider ranges also. So you can notice it touches here, it touches here, here again. Then it came down up to this. So I'm working on this, but intraday trading, I use only the candle color PFI. So this is black candle, that means downward PFI candle. So a lot of selling pressure. If there is lot of selling pressure, I will not look for buying opportunity. If you use 15-minute chart for Nifty, and if you use TRT and bands, you get nice signals. So first here Nifty was up, it was in uptrend, it gave multiple buy signals, then it went sideways here. For some days it went sideways. There were some buy signals here, but early signals were better. Then these signals failed, and then once the price came down below these bands and it's red, then you can see sell signals. So here it turned down, went up to give a retracement entry for sellers. Again it came down, went up to give a retracement entry, and price is down. So if you notice risk reward, I will show you how much is the risk reward in this trade. If you can take this trade. I don't like to take 1 minute charts are too noisy sometimes. So if you notice 9.94 times and up to this bottom, it is 12.15 times. So risk was around 30 points and it has gone down by 170 points, 12.15 times. I don't know how much further it can fall, but my trailing stop loss is about this. So if price closes above this, that can end the downtrend. That can be partial profit booking or full profit booking also. And at that time, the risk reward achieved will be still 8 times. So if you want to capture rewards of 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times, then these kind of stop loss trailing has to be done, where you can allow the prices to continue in your direction. Otherwise, what happens? We just try to capture the profits, exit full position, and it keeps going further in our original direction like this or chin shape. If you notice the risk reward in this trade, I will show you just a minute. So you can notice it has given a retracement entry here, and for that retracement entry, this is the first retracement entry, and first retracement entry is always a valid retracement entry. So for that, risk was very small if we keep stop loss below this. And the exit will be on candle turning red. So this is the red candle. I have taken it at bottom of that candle. You can notice the risk reward is 165 times. So these kind of risk rewards can only be achieved if we keep stop losses wider and keep it below the zones. If we go in hurry and exit our positions, then we can achieve something good. But these kind of risk rewards are not possible if you take trades based on targets. And these kind of trades come only when there is a confluence of TRT, DDT, smart bands, and PFI. So for this trade, PFI was highly favorable. The numbers were multiple here, 5 to 6 times. It just kept moving higher and higher. PFI numbers increased. Bands were favorable, and TRT color remained either yellow or green. So all these things we are going to describe. But the PFI numbers are not useful for 1 minute chart. So PFI numbers are not useful for any intraday chart. Most of the times the PFI number will not be good, but the candles with PFI number, they will tell you the direction. That force is in this direction. It will show the force. So there is one more question. I have just joined. I may have missed some info. I just wanted to ask, how should one use your free indicators provided? I just recognize green color, red color with the last indicator provided. Can you help us use the other indicators? So I have written the book. I have shared that book. You can read about the setups based on these two indicators. And DDT Smart Bands is recently added. I'm going to explain all the setups, everything, how to use these indicators in details during those sessions. But for now, you can go through the book and check the setups. What are different time frames and when it should be applied? So different time frame depends upon our availability or mindset, what kind of trader we are, Are we able to give adequate time to the markets or not? What is our mentality? Are we looking for investments or trading or some quick gains? So those who are investors, pure investors, they don't want to do any jugglery every day. They just want to relax, check the charts once in a month, place alerts. These people can use weekly charts. So on weekly charts, there will be very few signals. They will come only when there will be something very special. So these can be weekly charts can be checked every week or every month, once in a month. Place the alerts and forget. These people can keep on holding for maybe 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 to 10 hours also, years also. Okay, so professional for busy professionals like doctors, how it can be useful in terms of overlap of market time and working hours. So this is very important question. And what we can do is, if you are very interested in markets and if you want to take swing trades or uh, trades for a duration of something like few weeks to few months, which most people prefer as per the poll I had conducted, these people can use daily chart and check at end of the day, not during live markets. So check the charts after finishing the work. And as I have shown, the screeners, these screeners can give you list, the short list. You can only check those stocks and place alerts. And when during the market hours that alert sounds, you can go to that chart and take a entry. Only thing is, you should be available when there is a alert. At that time, you should be available to take the trade or make the investment. Everything is pre-decided. You can calculate position size beforehand. You can make all the calculations and decide how much quantity you want to buy, when you want to buy. These all can be done off the market when the markets are off and after 3:30 or before, early in the morning before market opens. At that time, if you have time, you can do that. It will take hardly half an hour to 45 minutes, and you can finish your work in that time about markets and just take entry later on. And even for that purpose, what I'm doing is I am developing a software where I can just place orders and it will take care of the things. So if we place the order, it will take the entry automatically when price reaches that level. And you can place GTT also, but alerts is a better option. You can do that. For busy professionals still interested in markets and who want to take trades for weekly durations or monthly durations, this is the best. Those who have more time and they can give, suppose they can check the screen twice, thrice during the daytime, they can use 75-minute time frame and take other kind of trades. Those trades which can run for maybe 1 or 2 weeks based on 75-minute charts, they can use those 75-minute charts and monitor the trades. That is also possible if you have time during the market, especially like radiologists, anesthetists who have access to they can spare some time and they can have easy access to monitors or screens. They can do this. Or even if you are sitting in your chamber, surgeons cannot use this for their if they are busy in surgery, they will not be able to do anything. Okay, so can you recommend any paper trading apps or website? Anand sir, I am developing set tool which will have paper trading facility. So in that you can use paper trading, and that will also be useful. And as Vikram sir mentioned, front page app, I don't know what it is, so you can try. What are different time frame and when should it be applied? So different time frames can be weekly time frame, daily time frame, as I described. Then 75-minute time frame, that can, those people who are interested, they can monitor during the day once or twice, and they want to hold on for just one week or 2 weeks, they can look for 75-minute chart. And then there is lesser time frame which is 15-minute. 15-minute can be used for indices, and you can use that for intraday trading in commodity also, but preferably indices. And these trades can go on for maybe 2-3 days, sometimes 7 days also. It depends, but 2 to 3 days, and it requires frequent monitoring and alert placement. So you need to keep checking the chart maybe once every 15-20 minutes initially, when the entry has just happened, and then once it goes in your favor, you can relax and place the alerts. Check the charts maybe every 1 hour or 2 hours after that. That is also possible. But less than 15-minute chart, it's 5 minute, 3 minute, or 1 minute. And these charts can be used for intraday trading, especially in uh, options trading or index trading. So I use those charts also, but for that you need a good setup. Good setup means you need at least 2 to 3 screens where you can check different things at a time. You can check 15-minute chart on one screen, 3 or 1 minute chart on another screen, options data on third screen. This is highly specific for intraday traders, especially option traders, and it requires lot of concentration and lot of decision making. You cannot take these kind of trades using just mobile and deciding that I am going to take trade only using my mobile because I have free time and I have mobile handy. That is going to cause lot of losses. I have faced this. I have lost lot of money doing this. So I use at least 3 screens. I have two 34 inches screens, and I use laptop, and I have one MacBook as well. So sometimes I use that, or sometimes I use iPad, and I place orders on mobile. So I use mobile only to place order, not for analysis. And mainly 2 or 3 screens are minimum for this. Okay. So don't use your mobile devices for intraday trading for analysis purpose. So these are different time frames which can be used. Classes will begin from coming Sunday at 8:30 a.m. So 8:30 sharp we start. At the most 1 or 2 minutes here and there, but we'll start at 8:30. Okay. Please elaborate on this time frame and trades to be taken in main lectures. Yes, we have separate plan for that. I'll elaborate that. Which is best option for weekly trade? Okay. Duration of each session will be around 2.5 hours to 3 hours. Means it will be around 8:30 morning to 11 or 11:30. Okay. It also depends on how many questions people ask, but mostly it will be up to 11:30. For mentorship sessions, mostly we used to close up to 12 o'clock as there were many questions. So that also depends how many questions are asked and how many questions are important for that session. The questions which are not related to that session will not be answered. No, it will not be possible to start late because the time is pre-decided and we are conducting the sessions since many months at 8:30. Okay, Dr. Sagar, can you uh, tell me which is best option for weekly trade? Means exactly what do you want to know? I just said that from 8:30 it will be up to 11 or 11:30. So 2.5 to 3 hours. And it will be around 5 to 6 weeks. Mentorship program, right now I'm not telling anything about mentorship program because it is not yet declared, and I don't know when I will conduct next batch for mentorship program. But mentorship program is a longer program. It is around 30 weeks session, which includes the sessions which are coming now. And we cover everything without indicators. So what I teach in mentorship program is how to understand price action without any indicators, and how to identify different phases of market cycle, like accumulation schematic, distribution schematic, and double top, double bottom, or different types of tops and bottoms. We have session on different types of tops and bottoms. What are strong candles? What is a valid breakout? All these things are conducted in that mentorship program, and it is without any indicator. But I have noticed that it is really difficult to identify price action, whether it is a strong price action or weak price action. And since it was difficult, therefore I developed these indicators which make the things very easy to identify. Like when there is a yellow candle, I don't have to think twice whether it is a big candle or small candle. When there is a hidden gap or there is something important, it will have PFI numbers. So from that I can just identify the force by just watching the numbers. There is 10 number on selling candle and 20 number in buying candle. I easily know that the buying candle is stronger. This way it becomes very, very easy, and the indicators developed are based on price action. So all these things are covered during mentorship. And uh, I don't think we are going to conduct the mentorship program in few months. Maybe after 3 to 4 months, I may plan for that. Okay. And reading the book is really beneficial. Thank you so much. Like fake or regular trade, F and O. Fake or regular trade means I did not understand what is that. Can you unmute and ask your question?
Like, sir,
Yes.
weekly trading, can we do FNO or regular trade?
Okay. So whether we should go for futures, whether we should go for options, or should we stick to cash, it depends on our portfolio. Okay, it does not depend on time frame. If you want to take trade for 1 week, that does not mean that you can go for futures or options, or you should not go for cash, or you should go for cash. What it depends on is, suppose you have 2 lakh rupees capital. Just for example, in one trading account, you have 2 lakh rupees capital. With this 2 lakh rupees, you can take one lot future. Okay. But should you take this future trade or not? It does not depend upon this capital. It depends upon how much is the risk and how much you are willing to risk. So if there is a future trade which allows you to take a trade with risk of, suppose 20,000 rupees risk, and your capital is 2 lakh rupees. Now, this is very first thing. We have to understand how much is the risk. What do people think that this is futures? I can buy future here, and if it goes here, I will book profit. Suppose this is 5%, so total profit booked will be 25%, as there is 5 times leverage. So people think like this, and on 2 lakh rupees, they think that they will make 50,000 rupees profit. They don't consider how much is the risk. To decide whether to take a trade based on futures, options, or cash, you must understand that option trades can be taken. Option buying is done only when you expect a rapid move. If you expect a slow move like this, and if you buy out of the money option, even if it goes to your option level, still you will make losses, because all the premium will get decayed, and on expiry day, this will become zero. And here, when there is a rapid move, if you buy out of the money option, still it will give profit. And if you buy at the money or slide in the money option, it will give you much larger profit. So there are many things which you need to understand about options trading. Future trading depends on whether you are able to take that risk. Suppose here risk is 10 rupees. Okay, for example, from this to this, if candle closes below this, your loss will be 10 rupees per share, and you are willing to risk, for example, 1 lakh rupee. Okay, So in 1 lakh rupee risk, you can take 10,000 shares. So if for this, if it is a FNO stock, for example, consider this is a FNO stock and it is trading at 500 rupees and the lot size is 2000. These are just random numbers. I have not checked this. Okay, so suppose this is 2000 lot. So you can take 5 lots of futures. But if you are not willing to risk 1 lakh rupee and you want to risk only suppose 5000 rupees, risk is 10 rupees per share, so you can buy only 500 shares and lot size is 2000. Then you cannot use future, you have to use cash position. Okay.
Okay.
And there is one more thing which is called as MTF, which is margin trading fund, margin traded MTF. I don't remember the full form, but you can use margin. So for example, if you have 10,000 rupees, still you can buy shares worth 50,000 rupees. Okay, so it acts like futures, but you have to pay more brokerage and you need to pay some taxes and some interest because broker is giving your margin. So you need to pay some margin and some interest also to broker. So when this kind of trading should be done, when you should use margin, that will also be discussed during how to create position size, when to use leverage, when not to use leverage. This is a topic for discussion. Margin trade funding. Okay. It is kind of leverage which is high leverage. It needs to we have to pay taxes also and we have to pay, I think it is around 18 to 24% interest based on broker to broker. We have to pay that much of interest. So if you are sure that you are likely to get a rapid move and you want to take that opportunity with leverage and it allows your position size with the risk you are taking, only then you should take that kind of trade and close it as soon as possible. Otherwise, you will end up paying huge amount of interest and you'll not be able to recover any or not able to make any profit on that. So some brokers charge 14 to 16% also. It depends on broker to broker. There are different brokers which charge different interest. Yes. So any other questions? Margin trading facility. Okay. So the basic concept is you are getting margin to take that position even in cash trade. It acts like futures position, but you have to pay more interest for that. And brokerage is also more. If you take futures trade, the brokerage is less, but if you take cash trade or MTF trade, then brokerage is more. In not the brokerage, the taxes paid to government, they are more. Okay. Any other questions? This is 4-hour chart. I don't use 4-hour chart for stocks. Yes, I will share the link in the group. I was a little busy in developing the indicator for the session, therefore I could not share the link, but I will share it. Any screener to screen momentum phase D or phase E. So I'm also working on this. I have developed one indicator. 20% once. This is one way up move or one. This is a indicator for one way move. You can notice when there is one way move of more than 20%, then it is creating a box. So here there was a one way down move of 20%, one way down move of 20%, one way up move of 20%. So I'm trying this whether this kind of screening can give the stocks which are in momentum. You can notice this is first time it came in the screener as one way up 26%, and after that it has gone up in such nice momentum, right? So before that we have to check appropriate background conditions also. So the name of those stocks which have gone up by 20% in one swift move will come with this indicator, and this can be screened with pine beta. So I am trying to find out if this will be a good solution to identify momentum, but it will also have some stocks which are useless. So this is only for screening purpose, not for taking the decision. And now this stock, Upper Industries, we can keep this stock in our watch list and identify whether there is some trigger point or some signal which gives us clarity on taking a trade. You will notice that all these stocks will show 20% or higher up move. Okay, this is 20% up move and it has started moving faster now. It may go in momentum. DBL 20% up move has given a retracement. It's sideways. So these are the stocks which possibly can give a momentum because it has already given one move. So next time also it is likely to give the moves like this. See, it gave move here, came down. After that, it has given up so much move. If we add TRT and band, so it has given some buy signals 1, 2, 3 times. Then again, afterwards also it has given some buy signals, and these buy signals kept on giving up moves up to this. So this can be definitely used as a screening for stock, and then use our other method to take a final call like this Eclairx. It created up move, gave nice retracement and went up. So we can have some good trades. See here, it created first 20% move, after that went up, went into consolidation and then nice momentum. So these are the stocks which are likely to give momentum. If there is no rapid up move, then that means the stocks are not likely to go in momentum because there is nobody interested. So this is a stock GNA Axles. So if it is good liquid stock, it has already given 37% move. If it starts moving next time, it may go up nice because it has a good cause getting built here. So this way we can get the name of stocks and we can keep this in one watch list and keep checking those stocks. And whenever there is a signal in one of those stocks, we can shift that stock to other watch list. Like here we have a flag and uh, there is a flag formation, there is a pole formation, there is a breakout kind of thing. So this may go in a breakout mode. This may go in a momentum. Graphite India. This is first time 28%. This is one screener which I am developing. Actually developed it. Okay, so yes, Vivek sir, no problem. Yeah, how to maintain the color in TRT screener? That was one question. I will show that now. So Let me show you. See, there are so many indicators, but don't get worried that there are so many indicators. How many indicators should I use? All these indicators are I am developing only to get some good screener which I can rely on, because there is a new function of pine beta. So earlier there was this function was not there, and now there is this function which can give me screening, very quick screening in short duration of time. Okay, so I can use that. Uh, So when we use this chart, you can notice that color is not permanent and it can change, especially if some other indicator is also added. So the color is not, we don't understand what is the color. If we bring our cursor on any of the zone and click on that zone, then this color will become prominent and it will remain. But if we click on some other place, then it will go. How to keep this color constant? For that, what we can do is click here. On the indicator, there are 3 dots. Click here and then go to visual order and bring it to front. Okay. So when we bring it to front, the color remains. Now, even if I click somewhere else, the color of indicator is not changing. It is constant now. And if we want to check some other indicator, then we have to hide this. From here we can hide and we can check color of other indicators. So this way you can make the color fixed for this indicator. Okay, Ramakrishna sir, how to add your screener on Pine Beta in TradingView? I am unable to use your screener. Some error is shown at bottom left. Okay, fine. So I will tell you the process of how to add it. Suppose I want to add the screener of one-way move. Okay, this is one-way move box. First of all, I have to add that indicator to my favorite. So there is a star. If you notice here, there is a star. Click on that star. When you click on this star, only then that indicator will be visible in the beta screener. Okay, now after that, what you have to do is open new window. This is a desktop app for TradingView. This is desktop app. If you click on new window, you can see screeners. Click on screeners, then click on Pine. And when you click on Pine, first thing you have to do is check the watch list which you want to screen. Liquid high beta stocks are the stocks which I want to check. There are 800 stocks. We'll go to indicator and one way move. So one way move boxes. This is my screener. I have added that uptrend, up move 2 times. So I will scan this. There are 94 stocks which fulfill my parameter. So I can add these 94 stocks. First we have to select one, then press shift and press down button. Okay. And is there anything to select all? Yeah, if you press Control A, then also it is getting selected. Add selected to watch list, and the watch list name is 20% up twice. Okay, so I have added this to that. There were 94 stocks in this watch list. We can just go to our watch list section. 20% up twice. This is the list. And I can copy this and paste in the group. So this is the list of shortlisted stocks. It took just 2 minutes to get the shortlist, and then we have to analyze them. Okay, Tata Steel. So first, let me open some other window. I'll use Tata Steel. TRT. You can notice TRT. It turned green here for first time, came down, gave entry in the starting point. Again it turned green, came down, gave some retracement, went up and gave a retracement entry. So even if you miss this retracement entry, it will be contrarian entry with big gap down. So I will definitely not be comfortable taking this entry most of the times. Then it did not give a deeper retracement. From this, if we check how much is the retracement, must be 50% at least. Yes, so 50% retracement was possible, but it did not give 75% retracement, which is my uh, favorable retracement. But it gave entry in this buying area. So this could have been taken as an entry. It went up. So this could have been used as a partial exit. And if that was the trade taken, I would calculate risk reward for partial profit booking. Uh, This is only based on TRT. Okay, 5 times reward. You can notice it gave entry here, went up, came down again, but ultimately went up. Gave a final exit here. I'm taking exit at bottom of this red candle, not at top of this area. Or I did not say that I will just keep waiting just based on TRT. Now, if I use smart bands, they may give me additional information and a stop loss level. So if I buy here, this is in good momentum and it is above momentum band, so I don't need to bother. I can just do partial profit booking and hold on to remaining position. If I check PFI number, so very high PFI number here. This breakout is with 5 times PFI. So with this, I have triple confluence. The trend is up here. There is force in my favor and bands are also in my favor. Right, so these are the bands. This is bias band, this is momentum band. Momentum is also bullish, bias is also bullish. Now I can hold on to this move, and if price closes below this purple band, that will mean that momentum has ended. If it closes below this, that will change the color to red. That means I can either exit partial profit, partial position if the stock closes below this, or if it closes red. And if it closes below this green, that means it's end of the trade. I don't have to keep on holding. So this is the current analysis for Tata Steel. Master screener, the indicator can't be used. This is the problem because it is not suitable for that pine beta screener. For pine beta screener, we need different screeners. That's why I'm trying different things. with new indicators. Means these are derivatives of our old indicators. I am trying them. These are not new indicators. But the original screener which I have provided, it will work on its own. It will not work in the beta screener, fine beta screener. Okay, any other questions? It's 10:45. We can end the session here. Thank you, everyone. Yes, this session is recorded. This session is recorded. Previous session was also recorded. I had shared the link on video, YouTube, and it's not yet available on YouTube. This is recorded on my website. I will have to upload it on YouTube. I'll upload it and share the link in our group. No worries. Okay, then. Good night. Thank you.